Hi guys, tonight I'm going to do another pineapple video. Another not because I already done one, but because there are a lot of other videos about growing pineapples on internet, on YouTube, but this one will be of course the best one. And let me introduce my own Swedish grown pineapple. As you can see, it's perfectly ripe, it's very lovely color. Maybe not the biggest one, but hey, it's Sweden. And I really cannot wait to taste it. I had another pineapple already grown before and I know they're perfectly sweet. And before I start testing it, I can tell you how you can do to grow your own pineapple yourself. And basically what you need is a pineapple you can buy at grocery store, and you are going to use this part, this top. You will plant it, and in a couple of years, actually about 3 years, yeah, it takes that long, it will grow into a bigger plant which is ready to bear fruit. And let me show you what you want to find in the pineapple you want to plant is the healthy green middle one, because this is how it grows. It grows from the middle. New leaves are coming from there, so you want it to be healthy, green and good looking. So don't buy one with smashing, not viable leaves inside. Outside it's not so important, but inside it should be green and good looking. What you do, you basically remove this part. It's better not to cut it, but just read it like this. Yeah, you get something like this. And now, excuse me, I will really want to check it out. How does it look inside? You should really smell it. Look at this. Wow, that's the sweetest pineapple I ever tried. You're not gonna buy it in your supermarket. It's unbelievable. Perfect. But let me continue. Now, when you have your top, what you do next, you remove some layers of these leaves around it. You can start one by one and go around removing them. You want about an inch or a couple of centimeters, maybe even less, of like stalk here, which you are going to plant. In older pineapples you sometimes can already see roots coming here, so that's basically all you need. And some people will say that you can put it in the water first to give you the roots. Well, I say it's not needed, because those roots grown in water, they are adapted to grow in water, and when you plant them it's in soil, those roots are kind of useless. Your plant is going to need to grow another sort of roots. So just do it like this. Now you want to put it aside for a couple of hours, so it's getting some dry surface, and then you just plant it in about this side would be perfect. You fill it with very well drained soil, it's very important. You can mix regular potting soil with about 30% per liter, it will be perfect, and you plant it like this. You put it in soil and water it and let it stand for a couple of weeks. In a couple of weeks it's going to put roots and it will anchor your new plant like this, and then you can start care as regular. And what you do is pineapple. Actually, pineapples are bromeliads. It means in the natural environment they are growing on trees, and they designed it to collect water inside of the rosettes here. So how you water your pineapple is you want the water to be standing inside of the rosette. Like, try to have it all the time there. Watering the soil in the pot is less important. I normally do it only when I give some fertilizer, and it's not more than maybe once a month, only when the soil is getting dry. But the important thing is that you have water standing in the rosette. That's how basically all bromeliads grow, and that's the best for them. So this is how simple you start your own pineapple. Just like this. And like I said, it's going to take about 3 years for this plant to get mature enough to bear the fruit. And I can show you the plant which this fruit is coming from, how it looks like. This is a mature size of the plant which is ready for fruiting. There's a couple of things you want to know about how to fruit a pineapple, because naturally they are very unreliable when they decide to fruit. It can take not just 3 years, it can take 5-7 years for them to naturally set the fruit. But there are a lot of tricks, things you can do to make it fruiting earlier. And some of the tricks are like using rib apple. You basically put an apple beside your plant, and you encapsulate your plant in a bag. I'm not using this method because try to put this side of plant in a bag. Doesn't work too much, very good for me. So instead I'm using chemical method, which people on the pineapple plantations using to get their plants to fruit, and I can show you how. What you need is calcium carbide. And calcium carbide is a chemical compound which is used for, I don't know, somewhere in the construction process, and you can buy it in the construction shops or chemical shops. And what you do, you put some, just not more than this, you put it in the middle of the rosette, filled with water. And with water it's getting a reaction with some gas, ethylene I think, which is released, and this gas is like a signal for the plant. It's telling the plant to start fruiting, start flowering. I can show you how it works with water. Imagine that this is pineapple and the water inside of the rosette, and you put this in the water, and you can see some gas releasing here. Actually, some caution here, because if you buy large quantities of calcium carbide, you should know how to store it. You should consult specialist, because this gas is highly flammable. If you put fire outside here, it will burn. So you should be very careful with storing calcium carbide. Obviously not near any source of water and fire. And actually you can use calcium carbide also for making other bromeliads flowering. Was using it on this Neoregelia, for instance, which is already done flowering now. It has some new pups coming out. It's a very good, reliable method, but you have to exercise some caution when using calcium carbide. And basically that's it. I'm going to enjoy my pineapple. I'm going to plant this one in a couple of hours when it's a bit more dry, and in 3 years I'm going to get another pineapple. You can go now, buy your own in the grocery store, and try to do the same. It's really very simple. You want to put it, by the way, on your most sunny location. I have mine on east-facing window. I don't use any additional lights just for pineapple. I use it for lots of other plants, but not for the pineapple. It's growing perfectly fine with just the light is going from the east-facing window. So, thank you for today. Goodbye.